I am quantum clairvoyant, self-ascension intuitive counselor, and Reiki master and teacher. I've been doing energy work for over 25 years, and this is my greatest joy to be with you at the moment because together we are better, and together we can share wisdom, knowledge, ideas, support, so we can go through the challenges of the times easily. It don't have to be hard, guys. Honestly, it don't have to be hard. Even though if it's hard, it don't have to be hard. So, as always, I have a lot of information to share, so please stay with me. Uh, it will be real story, real time, real energies today, and I will have most amazing guest in my show. It will be big surprise, but I know you will be delighted because he is amazing. Okay, so let's start. Let's begin, and he will join. He will join me. So you are here for a treat today. So we are in the new year, so we are basically in the new energy, and we're still learning how to live in the different realities. I don't know how was your experience, but for me, after the new year, literally like day after, it's like we've been taken off from one ground and placed in another ground. So energy is so different, all settings are so different, and we are navigating a lot of energies. Even we're doing it in positive way, we all learning to work with intensity of the energies, and energies are intense because this is a mastery year. You are need to be in your mastery to flow into everything easily and effortlessly. So when I choose a topic for today, I choose very timely topic because a lot of people around me experience it. I am experiencing it. So I know this is very timely topic. And as you know, I am in most stunning Tosa Blue Mountains in Ecuador with beloved Shri and Kira. And Tosa Blue Mountains is Self-Ascension Campus. So all people who live here constantly challenging with some wonderful up-leveling moment. But it's still intense moment. We are in the front line, and you are listening my show. I know you are in the front line as well, because we are carrying forward the energy of open heart, of self-ascension, and of upliftment, because we choose to be in the mastery. It's a choice. This is a constant choice. And it's constant. You need to say yes, and you need to walk through something, and another challenge will be in the front of you, and you say yes again, and you walking through it again. So this is the mastery. And by doing it, you still holding your presence. You're still holding your presence, you're still smiling, and you actually enjoying everything because you are in peace. So this is the serious mastery energy. And I have a master with me today. As soon as you join me, Carol, would you mind? And we will be talking about like serious mastery today, like serious one. When you go through the hardest things and you still in your mastery. So this is how it is. And today I would like to talk about fears. Because if you remember, fears was an ascension symptom. So we all experience fears. And how to navigate with energies and how to walk through them and be almost like unattached to it. Best way I can describe it, because you will be experiencing it energetically. And again, real lifetime stories. I always honest with you, as you know, because otherwise, what's the point? Tosa is wonderful kind of cocoon, soft, protective energy. But I had to go to a town to do a few things, and when I come back, I was out for a few hours, so I lost that wonderful cocoon of soft, supportive energy. So I start experience little kind of rebalancing energy. And I catch myself experiencing fear. So how experience it? I experience usually a lot of things on physical level first, and after that my emotional level kind of show up, and after that I look at this and it's energetic. So for me it was three components. So how I dealing with that? And it was very interesting process. So first of all, the minute you notice it, you're saying, okay, I'm temporarily experiencing fears versus I'm afraid of something that going to happen. So this is a serious mastery, because you know what you're going through. You remember witness, witnesser, witnesser, right? So it was my first step. So I'm just like, okay, I'm experiencing fears, not what I'm afraid of something, because I know it's my mind starting to create like worst case scenarios. But this is the mind. This is what the minds do. It's human brain, and I know I have a human brain, and I'm glad to have a human brain, but also I'm holding my mastery, and this is why I'm walking through everything what I need to go through. So first step, even if you in the deepest fears and you feel it and your physical level, and I guarantee it's three lowest chakras. It's always like sacral, root, sacral, and solar. It was second chakra, so I know I was kind of stuck in my creative process. So, okay, talking about creativity, guys, I have a most amazing master who going to join me right now, and it's live. We both happened to be in Tulsa, and I'm beyond grateful to have him on my show. So, and we're welcoming the one and the most amazing Corey de Fazio, the journey.
Namaste. Hi, Kyla.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, guys, it's serious mastery. We have a serious mastery energy right here, and we will be talking about like serious mastery
And
moments
here.
and energies. Yeah, together we are better.
That's
We're
right.
kind of mirroring each other and energy amplifying and flowing. So,
Yeah.
and I know Corey have few things to share, and the topic we're talking about right now is very serious one. How to stay in your mastery when you're dealing with the fears.
Mm-hmm.
And I just would invite you to share what you would like to share, because I know you've been having intense year as well, and as we all are. And right now we are in the new energy, and we're learning to live in the different realities. So what would you would like to share?
Well, I'd like to share that, as we all know, we've been working through a year that has been first chakra, which can be in fear, until we can work through the fears and establish that peace. And so seeing clear through our fear and embracing our fear, and just really looking at it and looking at the inner child, what's going on inside with us, and when something happens, checking in, hand on heart, hand on maybe second chakra or first chakra, or wherever you're feeling it, and just asking the question, what do I need right now? What's going on there?
Yeah.
How do I feel? And just feeling the energy, and maybe you get a message, maybe you get a sensation, maybe you get a little visual of something from the past or something, and just start to notice what that is. And you can take two hands to that area of where you notice it, and maybe get a little ping or a little sensation or a queasiness. Sometimes for me, it's a little queasiness in my stomach. And I often notice that the fear is just out of being on a tape, almost like a tape that just shows up again. Mm-hmm. And it wants to show up. And so we have to love it back to that state of peace rather than the fear. So yeah, that's what I'd like to share.
And I love that approach, because it's soft, it's not frightening, and you just declaring safety and peace within you. You're not fighting with fear. And I love that approach, because the minute you're starting fighting your fear, you're afraid and you're in fight.
Yes, that's so true. And that's how most of us have done it our whole life. So it's the density before we learn our tools and things, and where we are fighting it, and or we're shoving it away and saying, no, this is a bad thing, but we need to, it's important. Yeah. Kick it in the butt, or kill it, try to kill the fear. But really, it's great to just embrace it and see it for what it is, and bring compassion, really. Compassion and love, and I think safety,
safety. Absolutely agree. And what I personally experienced, the minute I started lifting up, I mean, even if I just remember my divine origin, I am already on the way to upliftment. Like, yes. I'm dealing with the fear. I know it's temporary. I experience it. So I know I can go through it, just a matter of time. And the minute I remember my divine origin, I can lift up more easily, use the Avesa breath, mantra of self-ascension, witnessing the witnesser. It's already not so big, because I started breaking it down in the pieces. What do you think?
I love that. And it is great, because as you touch your ascended self or your higher self, or there's so many words we can use to explain our divine self, higher self, then we have a place to go. We know who we are and what we're doing, and that we can know that we can move past that thing, because it's just a moment in time to address the healing that needs to happen for us. And
wow, it's very deep. Love it. Love it. Love what you mentioned it, because I would love to ask you, how do you like Tosa Blue Mountains? I know energy is here. I know energy is very intense. It's so profound. And I would like to get your kind of outlook on that. You just come in for a few weeks, and how you experience it. What you would like to share?
Well, it's right away. I just feel the intensity of the energy, the love, and it brings up stuff. Things happen, especially in community. Yeah, we're in community. There's things to work out, and all these mirrors, whether it's the hummingbird, or it's another community member, or the clouds, the sun, the lightning, the thunder, the rain. We had hail here a couple days ago, which they've never seen before. So, it's all these different things that come up. I just cut my hand earlier, and so I had to work through that. And it's just it brings stuff up quicker. It's like a fountain that surfaces things within your being, and it's great, because healing happens quickly, and you have to address it, and you don't have to, but you're gonna want to, because it's just going to accelerate whatever it is that's sitting inside you that's ready for healing. And that's what the Tosa does, and Sri and Kira and the community here, and it's an amazing place. So please come.
Oh yeah, guys, it's stunning. It's intense, but it's stunning. And I love what Corey sharing, because you can feel intensity, you can feel the beauty, you can see how much support you get in here. But in the same time, it's intense. And we are moving into a year of full mastery, so it will be intense. So this is why I choose to have a show today. So you don't have to be afraid. You just take it as a mastery assignment or mastery test, or whatever you call it. What do you think?
I think it's beautiful. Yes, it brings forward the master that can walk through whatever it is, no matter what it is. And we as we have our eyes on the divine or on our higher self, same thing, we can walk through anything and have that steadfast commitment and focused awareness,
complete trust.
Thank you. Yes, I'm glad you had the third one. Sometimes I forget that one. Maybe that's the one I'm working on. Yes, so it's so true. It just brings it out, and there's so much to support us in this world, and in this place especially, and the plant medicines and the environment and the country, and just a beautiful thing. And there's so much fear out there, and it's really a reflection of consciousness of humanity and what's going on right now. And so as we take responsibility and know that we are creating all this, and we can turn it around, we can bring the balance. But it's all about taking self-responsibility, looking inside, checking in with that inner child. How are you? What can I do for you? I love you. Exactly.
I feel like we reflect in each other so beautifully. It's almost like we're twins or something.
Yes. Yeah. Love your neighbor. Love yourself.
Because everything becomes a reflection of us. So, and it's only peace, love, and joy.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
carry your own peace, love, and joy, everything around you become peace, love, and joy, even though you have to go through some challenging moments.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is true. Yeah. And there are plenty of challenging moments, especially this last year. And it's really brought the masters forward, and the masters of everything, whether it's darkness or light, whatever it is, they're all here. They're all here. And,
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Completely
So
agree.
powerful.
Yeah, very powerful. So the next step in going through the fears, as you see, claiming your mastery.
Yes.
You just need to remember you are a master, and you can choose to be in your mastery like in a heartbeat. This is a constant choice. And I love how Corey was speaking about responsibilities and accepting that. So, and the more you remember you are a master and you choose to be in your mastery, the easier it for you, because master within you will step forward more and more and more, and it's become your new pattern. So you're replacing the old pattern, like maybe childhood patterns, just like kind of some kind of low vibrational patterns in this high vibrational pattern, because you remember you are in your mastery and you choose to be in your mastery. And the minute you declare it, you are in your mastery. This is the beauty of it. And I love how Corey reflected so beautifully, just like, yeah, this is it. I'm just choose to be in my mastery. This is who I am. And everything around me become vibrant, become alive, and starting speaking and supporting me. I just loves how you mentioned what the trees. I know you can feel the energy. I know sometimes you can have a conversation. Sometimes you can just kind of connect and experience it. And for me, sometimes I even receive support from the plants, because they remind me of something. Sometimes I'm getting like direct answer of seeing something. It's amazing, but this is the level of mastery, and this is the level of openness, and this is the level of acceptance. I know it's kind of create like a new word.
Why not?
Why not?
Some of those old words can be really boring, so why not create some new ones, right?
Yeah,
Let's have some fun, right?
Yeah, and if I already shared in my, as I already shared in my previous shows, we are lifting up, and it can be challenging, but the minute we lift up, we have so much support waiting for us on another side. So, and we need to learn how to accept it and know it's here for us, because for many people, it's more like esoteric concept. Yeah, just it feels good. This is what I'm working for. Okay, yes, you are lifting up, and you need to be aware of whole another levels and layers of support you're receiving in that instance. So I feel it's like a circle of support on more like energetic level, more like essential level, like ascended masters, angels, beings, my own soul. I know it's all here for me, and it's real great support as long as you open, and the plants and the beauty around me and the crystals, crazy about crystals, everything become great source of support. Have you ever experienced something like that, or
yeah, support? Yeah, so many different ways to support ourselves, and the plants, the having crystals, and wearing rudraksha, these kind of things, taking care of the body, right? And really, and the mind. I think the mind is a great, the brain is a great thing to talk about or think about, in the brain, because the brain often will go to those old patterns and those old ways of thinking, and perpetuating the tape of just over and over, and probably the victim consciousness.
Victim consciousness, guys, remember, victim consciousness. Who are you? Where are you right now? Are you choosing to be in your mastery, or you choosing to be in your victim consciousness? And it's always three energies, right?
Yeah.
It's always three energies: victim, rescuer, and abuser.
Yeah, all three are there, present, and that is part of the density experience. And as we once again take self-responsibility and take a look and see what's going on and love ourselves, continuing to love ourselves through it, and rather than judge or stomp on ourselves or whip ourselves with a whip or something, it's like
bad.
yeah. but to just love ourselves a lot and keep doing that, and have ways to work with the mind with mantras like I am here, I am ready, I am open, guide me. Yes, that can interrupt those thoughts that just want to take us to that victim consciousness. It's very common, and we all have done it and are going through it, and I'm always constantly having to remind myself too when I hit those moments of like, oh yeah, it just wants to come back in. Okay, I love you, and so there's a little mantra that'll help rewind, or I don't know, stop it in its tracks, and love it though, and just know and see what else is there. There's always another layer, and that is true for me for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, I'm agree with you. So next steps, guys, look down. You already lifted up. You already know you're in your mastery. You choose to be in your mastery. So now we start looking down, and whatever you experience at the moment, even though you experience fear, you experience physical discomfort associated with the fears, we are looking down. So, and when you look down, make sure you say hello, make sure you love yourself, and make sure you smile. Make sure you not beat yourself for having that experience at the moment. So this is very big step. Just keep smiling and remember, this is not who you are. This is just the human experience you haven't at this moment. And because you haven't human experience, you can shift it, you can change it, because this is all about energy. And just make sure you're not afraid of anything. Even though you experience fear, it's just like the experience, and it's temporarily. Like you might have like headache one day. You know this is not a headache for the rest of your life, right?
Right.
It's just something. Or Corey got a cut, and we condemn you cut.
Plenty of support for that.
Yeah. So, and we know it's Band-Aid. Temporarily. Put a Band-Aid, and we know it will heal in a few days. So just remember, this is not permanent. This is just temporary condition we're working through. And smile. It's lighting up a whole energy. And loves it. So, and I feel a lot of people in the chat, and we're starting connecting and communicating. And I would like to say hi to everyone who is writing to us in the chat right now. I'm so great you're here, because when I'm doing my show, I'm doing it for you. I'm not doing it for my computer screen. And the greatest gift for me to know you guys receiving. And I know we're connecting right now as a community. And Corey is great connector and communicator. And I'm so grateful he's here right now in full physical form, as you can see. We don't have to do like virtual connection. We don't have to do like always just like call in a computer. He right here with us. So, and I'm deeply grateful for that moment of connection and community. And I don't know, guys, if you heard about that, but I just love that. Community equal immunity. When we feel not separated, when we feel connected, when we don't feel lonely, we are actually immune to a lot of things, and fear is one of them. Community equal immunity. So see how blessed we are and how immune we are to everything. If you ever will have like a hard moment, just remember that moment of connection. And I'm truly grateful for that moment of connection, because I feel a lot of heart energy started flowing around and connect us in the circle. What do you experience?
I definitely would agree with you on that. I mean, it's when we have that support and we do have community, it really raises our vibration, and above that, layer that would pull us down into sickness or dis-ease or any of those things that are in that density consciousness. And so, yeah, I like the community is immunity.
Community is immunity. So
beautiful.
We are immune forever.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
As long as we stay connected.
Yeah. Keep lifting, man. Keep doing it, because it gets better and better all the time. Not that there's not challenges, and it will take your breath away as we lift, but it's a lot more amazing and spacious, and that's what I've been experiencing since, especially the last 10 days being here and with community, and it's just it's profound. It's beautiful and amazing, and miracles are everywhere, and good fun. Good times. Good times. Good times. Yeah.
Yeah. And no, it's honestly, it's a blessing, but it's also challenging. This is what I've been trying to explain to you. It's never a dull moment. It's you will be always presented with the challenges. It's almost like your soul would like to expand more and more and having fun to expand, even though your human mind kind of little, just like, oh, please, and your human body just like, please, can I just rest for a little bit? Your soul have an eternal fun to expand and learn and grow and open up even more. And this is the energy of self-ascension. And the question is what you would like to do with it. Are you going to shut it down, or you'll just see it and walk straight through it?
Yeah. Agreed. Yep. Keep going.
Keep going.
Because the angels, right? You just keep going.
Keep going, one step at a time.
Yep.
And I know, guys, energy in the States right now is, you feel it. I don't have to describe it to you. It's challenging, and a lot of people holding the fear. So even if you might just go shopping or kind of connect with people, you might feel like low vibrational energy. This is what I'm trying to prepare you for. Even you experience it, you can recognize it like that, and you can transmute it like that, and you can walk through it. And you don't have to add your own energy to create more fears in your life, because you will be just transcending and transmuting it easily. And I think the great practice, and Corey already mentioned one, mantra of self-ascension, because when you use mantra of self-ascension, you constantly connecting yourself to the divine. And maybe we'll just do it together, and we'll give second practice. Would you lead us?
Absolutely. Okay, let's take in a deep breath and feel your heart center and the center of your chest there. And let's go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it out with sounds. And here we go. I am here.
I'm here.
I am ready.
I'm ready.
I am open.
I'm open.
Guide me.
Guide me.
I am here.
I'm here.
I am ready. I am
open.
Guide me.
And guess what's happened, guys? You are guided. You are guided in this moment because you choose to be guided, and because you choose to trust, and because you choose to connect, and because you choose to uplift. Okay, so, and when you are in the cocoon of connection, everything is easy for you. And the next practice, I think it will be very beneficial for you, is container practice. I would just use it constantly. Make sure nothing is stick to your energy body, because you remember it's physical, it's emotional, and it's energetic. And if you clear everything on the energetic level, you don't have to deal with these two other layers, because it's not going so far. So
yes, keeping that flow moving. It really keeps things moving out and filling back up with light as we do release that which needs to release so we can lift. Yeah.
This will love to a container.
It's
This
like
will love to a container.
Yes, it's like a flush. Flush it out. Flush it down.
Okay, we're both thinking about like great bathroom bowls, whatever it is. But this is, yeah, and you can find the container practice and at the shrinkira.com website. It's a wonderful resource, wonderful website. You just go on the top homepage, and I think it's self-ascension practices or yoga of self-ascension practices. Click it down, it gives you whole list. Just grab container practice and use it, guys. This is the point. You starting using it, just wait until it's got to the point when you're crying. Because it's help you clear the energy even when you're crying, but it's a little bit too late, because you come to the point when your emotional body already got attached to whatever you're processing. So if you just clear yourself energetically, just the energy, it don't have to touch your physical body, it don't have to touch your emotional body, you just clear it in the energy level, Send it to the container with love, and you are done. So, how often would you do container practice right now?
I would, every day is a great thing to do, a great gift, maybe several times a day. I mean, especially if you're in that sensation where you notice something come in, or you're in your joy and all of a sudden something takes you out. It's like, oh, what's going on there? What happened? What changed? What shifted? And what can I do about it? And the container practice is the greatest thing. And I love that feeling of when you when you figure out what it is, and then you go all the way down the chakras, and then and just send it out. Yeah,
send it out.
It's flow. It's really being about in the flow and allowing things to get stagnant and stuck, because we all know how that feels. And the more we wake up, the more we don't want that stagnant energy there, because it's just painful, uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's just
why do you hold on to it if you know how to clear it in less than 5 minutes?
Yeah. Yep. I know at some point we're just like, why?
Why?
And if you need to hold on to it for a while, then that's the journey too. But I know that when you release it, oh gosh, it's like being tickled or something, and just that beautiful sensation of love in your body and letting that light just flow through you so well.
Yeah, absolutely agree. And now you know how to clear it on an energetic level, and we can go to next step, working with your lovely fears. Because we always know everything happened for a reason, and everything in divine order. If you remember 4 knowings, and I hope you do, because Shri and Kira have been talking about that for a while. So what is the first? I'm not my body. I'm bigger than my body. I'm not my body. I'm a beautiful soul, having experienced it in this lovely physical body. At the moment. So, and second one,
my mind is my servant.
My mind is my servant.
So I was kind of floating up there into the cosmos for a minute, and I'm still here.
I feel you just started kind of
it must be the mountain. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what's interesting about being here is, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt that flow.
Please.
It's just that there's a tendency to want to float off, but it's like there's a balance with the feet on the ground and the float, and there's kind of this middle ground that I find that's great. And in moments where you're in the 5th dimension or 9th dimension, and you're coming out, and then you come back down, and then it's really fun. It's really fun to play with, and because I notice if I get too floaty, then I might cut my hand or something like that, or do something that
come back to the body.
Yes, yeah. So love your body and pay attention, be present. That's what I'm working on. It's just being present. It's like when you're driving the car, and you've done some kind of practice, and you're really floaty. It's like, take a minute before you get in that car and really pay attention, rather than just, not look where you're going, or just really take a second look and be like, okay, there's things happening here. I need to be present.
I'm on the road.
Yeah.
And I'm driving the car.
Well, floating's great, but sometimes it's good to learn how to do both.
I'm agree. It's
kind of like that 5 screens that Kira talks about, navigate all these different realms and realities, and it's a blast. It really is. It gets better as we
learn how to navigate it, because it's just different energy, and we got a lot of support, but we need to adjust and learn how to live in different realities, and actually not resist it, but enjoy it. So we're welcoming it, so our body feel more comfortable to adjust to different frequencies. And our bodies can change, our physical body can change, and I love changes what I see in my body. Because I started to reverse agents, so I have 0 complaints about that. So, but you need to be open to almost like you losing the sense of control. You kind of let it go. You start to trust in your body more, and it's little kind of uncomfortable moment when you just have to let it go, because the mind try to grasp it and the place where it's used to be. So this is why you need to remember, my mind is my servant. So and I'm okay to expand and shift and ascend. And the third point is I keep my eyes on the divine at all times, and I know Corey is great on that. So he is very, very direct in his connection. And the fourth knowing, everything in divine order. It's like create with beautiful diamond of perfect balance. It's not perfect with my hands, and I don't have a diamond to show you, but you got it. It's like beautiful a 4-point great balance. So I'm not my body, my mind is my servant. I keep my eyes on the divine at all times, and everything in order. And if you realize that and you accept it, you know everything in the divine order, even though you experience and you're dealing with the fear or uncomfortable physical reaction, at the moment you know this is the reason for it. And we already lift up, we already look down, we already clear and everything. So now we know it's always a gift. It's always a gift. When you claim your mastery, you're walking through something, you're transmuting something, you're transiting something. There is a gift. Always, always, always. And it can be different gifts. And it can be simply as a gift of healing. By walking through the energy right now, you have ability to clear something from your past. What do you think? Do you want to add to that?
Well, you know, as you were talking about the last two knowns there, keeping your eyes on the divine at all time and all is in divine order, I kept thinking about trust, because really that is trust, and it's more of a validation of that you can trust once we do anchor the trust, that we all is in divine order, and it's a release of that third chakra in a lot of ways, of like the control and need to control everything, the power over, you know, thinking that we have the power over, you know, really. But if we do know that we're in our awakened conscious creation, that we can co-create a reality and a projection out that will actually make less of those traumatic experiences come in. So once we trust and really anchor that and just go for it and say yes to you, everything starts shifting. And always challenges that come around is just another way of re-upping and validating that, and practicing being the master, and walk with the master every day. And it takes focus, it really does. And so we're doing it.
Yeah, but it's very rewarding process. I have to share it with you. So it's, guys, honestly, it's worth few moments or minutes or whatever it's take for you of uncomfortable feelings, because you clearing something, you clearing your path, you walking through something, and you finding your mastery. This is how you claiming your mastery. From what I experience, I cannot claim my mastery but sitting around and reading something and just meditating. I know it's have to be actions. I know I have to go through some tests. I know I have to go through some tensions and some tender moments to claim my mastery. This is how it is. It cannot be achieved like in the kind of inertive state of mind or state of beingness, because you can go only so far. And when you stepping out, you become visible and you start working with more energies, with more challenging presenting itself. But you remember everything in the divine order. So you basically claiming your mastery with full responsibilities, and you know you're enjoying to do it because it was your choice to begin with. No one can make a choice for you. So I know you made the choice, and I know you keep going, and I know you keep declaring your mastery. So do you want to add anything? Do you want to share any personal experience, stories, whatever you feel appropriate?
Well, I'd like to share a story about traveling to Tosa Blue Mountain, leaving California, where it was very chaotic when I left. And there's always a gift or some kind of a mastery when I'm traveling to Tosa and any kind of a spiritual adventure. There's always something that will come up that will in my creation that will try and sabotage or challenge or make sure that I'm really committed. Usually that's what it means. Are you really committed? Of course I'm committed.
How seriously committed you are.
Yeah. And getting down to the San Francisco airport with my mom, because my mom came with me on the trip to Tosa, and we got to the airport and had our COVID from Hawaii, not realizing that we didn't have the PCR test. And we had a COVID test, negative test, but the PCR was not on there. And I got a call from my mom from the airport saying that they weren't letting her check in to the airport. And so I started looking at my test, and I'm like, oh no, I'm like, oh, I don't have that either. And so I ended up getting there, and we talked, and we found the angels, and we asked for help, and just, really calmed down, took some breaths, and, we were still had that background anxiety was sitting right there waiting for us if we wanted to tap into it and to pull in that creation. But we chose to approach the, what do you call those people? The guy's name was George, and he was out there at the American Airlines desk. And we just asked him, we said, what can we do? And we end up showing him the embassy, and what the embassy has said in Ecuador is that you still can't fly when you get here, they'll give you a test. So he ended up checking us in, and he let us know that if he messes up and they won't let us into the country, it's like a $7,000 fine. And so we became aware of all the realities, but we made a choice. We made a choice to send our heart energy into this gentleman, and it reflected back to us most beautifully. And it could have gone completely the other way, because when I first heard that they wouldn't let her check in, I felt that fear come up. Yeah. And I was like, I really want to get to Ecuador. I do not want this to happen.
Oh, my luggage with me.
But what do I know? What am I practicing? And what I do know is that we are amazing creators. And so if we are focusing on the fear, we're going to get it right back in our face. And so we made a choice. We made a choice to step forward, send the love in this gentleman rather than get mad at him or challenge him. We just basically put the information in front of him and held our that understanding that he's just his job. We didn't need to or do anything. We just needed to send our love and explain and have a little information, a little wisdom brought in. And he checked us in, and we moved right into our check-in, and then went and had a beautiful dinner, and we got to relax, and a wonderful experience. And there were a few more things that happened along the way. Getting into Ecuador, there's some people that had a few problems with their tests, but we just trusted. Actually, I wanted to tell one more thing, if I'm not taking up too much time.
No, we're good.
When we were in line in Miami, and I was with my mom, and she was in front of me, and there was a girl behind us, and she kept saying she didn't know we didn't know each other, nothing, didn't know, but she kept saying, you have to have a PCR test. You have to have a PCR. She kept saying this over and over, and I think it was like there was a part of my consciousness that was thinking about that.
Yeah.
And
it was almost like burden you had.
And my angel mom is in the background. She goes, ignore her. And I was like, you're right. And so I ignored her. I smiled at her. But wow, that fear
kind of percolated into your consciousness.
Exactly. It was waiting there. It was like, okay, well, here's the choice. Here's this fear over here. Are you just going to trust? And we chose trust. And the nice reminder over there from my mom was exactly what I needed in the moment. So I'm grateful for that. Because it kept my consciousness in line of the flow and trust, and that everything's in divine order.
Everything in divine order,
yes.
And you keep your vibration high. You not lower your vibration, and you still have a flow of instant manifestation. This is what I hear when you was sharing it, because you just send a lot of love.
Yeah.
And the highest vibrational level. So this is instant manifestation process. So and actually for me it was fun, because I was traveling from Minnesota. We have to de-ice our wings twice while we sit in the airplane, and everyone was freaking out around us. And I was just sitting there smiling, because I know it's kind of test so, and I was keeping my energy high, and I was making a little video, and I was chatting with the guy who was sitting close to me, and we were just like laughing and smiling. And it just went smoothly, but it's take 2 times to de-ice the wings to make sure we can take off. And actually speaking about the trust and the prayers, I noticed the beautiful message in the chat. I won't read it, but we send a lot of love and namaste to you. And from what I experienced, you asking for miracles, energies, and you asking for prayers. And it's wonderful place for that. We'll just instantly giving it to you. You can send your prayers request to thehealinglight.com, right?
Yep, thehealinglight.com. That's it.
Healinglight.com. This is great place to send you prayers. And we are, as a miracle team, have a miracle gatherings once a month, and we are sending a lot of love to your prayers, and we are lifting everything up to a high vibrational level, to the source, and we are manifesting a lot of miracles for you. So if you have petitions, if you have some prayers, if you have some requests, so please send it to thehealinglight.com. I know we receive a lot of beautiful messages, and a lot of people send in their request to the healing light. We just honored as a miracle makers, as a miracle team, to assist you during the process. So please, please, please remember, this is the free source. This is great resource for you. Actually, I use it for myself a few times. I use it for myself a few times because I feel, okay, it's
Why
too
not?
much.
Yeah.
I need help.
Yeah.
And I know I have great community of miracle makers around me. So just use that resource because together we are better. And as a community, we will hold you. And it's a lot of miracles happen for people who send in their intention and prayers to the healinglight.com. And if you're interested to become a miracle maker, you can become a miracle team member, and you just need to go to the app to Shri and Kira. I think it's Mastery Mentorship right now.
Yes, Spiritual Mastery.
Spiritual Mastery. Just check.
Spiritual Mastery, Shri and Kira. If you type that in, it should come up, I believe.
Yeah. So, and you see the different levels, different plans, whatever you feel comfortable to do. And again, you don't have to do it. But if you're interested and if you're serious, this is a great place to receive support, receive some wonderful ideas, receive some wonderful connection, because we are standing together as a miracle makers, and we make decisions to claim our masteries and stay in our mastery. I think I've been doing it, I don't know, 10 years. What do you think?
10 years. That's probably about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
As I can recall. Same here. Around I think it was 2010 actually.
2010.
When I started.
Yeah. I might start 2011, so I kind of take
Okay.
like 1 year.
It's a little. I guess. And then the healinglight.com really, for me, I use it as well. Did I say that right? The healinglight.com.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for me as well. And it's good to remember, as people that are listening to this show are very much giving people that are in service to others. And let's make sure that we're giving to ourselves, right?
Yes.
Giving and receiving, right? Giving and receiving in balance. That's
Absolutely.
Part of the, yes.
Absolutely.
This is so important. And a lot of people are one way or the other, or, so I've been working on that as well. It's just like receive, give, and bring it into balance, because then things are in balance. We can be in a flow, and we're of greater service to the all and to the one.
Heal yourself first. For some of you guys who are caretakers, and I know you caregivers, and I know you care a lot about people and the world, but remember, the most important person in the whole universe in the front of you right now, it's you, because this is your responsibility to take great care of you, even in the intense energies, because you need to be in your mastery, so you need to be in your good shape, you need to be in your clarity, and you need to keep your energy high and clean as possible, because otherwise it will be harder for you to go back up. It's much easier to keep it level up using self-ascension practices and not start to go back from the bottom. You will find your way, believe me, you will find your way, but it will be more intense and it will be less pleasant. So just wondering if you would like to add something to it.
Yeah, that's right. I feel that way about it too. If we don't, and sometimes we do need to drop and hit the bottom and spring back up. But if we can, keep our consciousness in that ascension flow with practices and taking care of the body, and taking care of self is so important. I mean, we want to be comfortable. We want to work on ourselves and gifts to ourselves. And, in a density world that often, part of the density world that we've all been born through and gone through is that's selfish, right? And no,
it's not. It's self-love.
Self-filled. Fill you up with self and enjoy that and love yourself. And we know what happens in that. And then we reflect that amazing awakened consciousness back out to all of it.
And I think we both live in proof of it, because we're both sitting here smiling and share with time and space with all of you. And I can feel your love coming to us, and I can send love back. And it's honest, because this is true energy. This is true essence. And I'm very grateful for you to be here with us right now. And I see a lot of hellos, and I see a lot of people kind of popping up in the chat. And it's a wonderful experience. I truly enjoying it. It's great. So the next point I would like to bring to working with the fears, actually transmuting the fears. Let's go walking through it and you
I like
mastery.
this. Yeah.
Gratitude. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Make sure you stand in your gratitude. Have a gratitude for having that experience at the moment. Even though it's challenging, you have an experience. So it means you have your wonderful physical body, you're ready to claim your gifts, you're claiming your mastery, you're lifting up.
Yes.
So have a gratitude for whatever you're dealing with. And this is a serious mastery. Even though and you're on your knees, you scream into the universe, thank you. Because you know everything in divine order and you're ready to claim something so big, so huge. So you literally have to stand in on your knees to get to the point where you want to be. So, and you can be just grateful for the moment of great healing or for the moment of great intensity, of a great restoration, because you're coming back to the balance. And how you know you're in the balance and how you know you're out of a balance, it's personal, but you always know, are you in the balance, are you in the harmony, or you out of a balance and you're out of a harmony. And the body always will tell you. So it's emotional body, it's physical body, it's energy. Your body cannot lie to you. It's always a great source of knowing. So you need to learn how to trust yourself. So do you want to add anything to that, or?
Yeah.
I know,
do.
kind of bring like a huge
I got
topic.
really like as we were connecting, we were talking about sending the love out and holding on to the gratitude and really filling ourselves up with that. I just felt my breath kind of just faded away for a minute, and it was this stillness moment. And just like, because I could feel all of you and I could feel us and I could feel here in Ecuador with the temple of amazing light up here, and just so blessed and grateful to have such a beautiful community and have you folks listening today and enjoying yourselves. And it's amazing how when we come together what can happen. The miracles are here, and wow. So
Together we're better, and together we're lifting, and we're lifting up as a community, and we're doing a lot of work in behalf of humanity. And I don't know how about you guys, it's always make my heart almost like a melting. There's like this is why I'm here, this is why I'm in this body, and I totally enjoy doing it. And I know we still have just like few more minutes, but I would like to give you a few points to support you. And we talked about that before. This is your mastery statement. And I asked you to write down your mastery statement, your identity statement, because you need to remember who you are. You need to remember who you are, and you can create just a couple of sentences. Like, I am a divine being having human experience, and I come to that planet to learn more about love. Or I am being of crystal and light coming to that planet, holding open portal of crystal and light, and experience it and expand the light around me. It's need to be your personal mastery statement, but it's need to be like almost like engraved in your brain. So if I wake you up in the middle of the night, you need to tell me, okay, I am being of light and love, and I come to that planet to love more and to learn more about love. Something like that. It's have to be a personal statement. Are you agree? Are you doing something like that, or just
no intention? And for me it's very similar. It's really about, it's like I've always thought of it as like being a midwife to the healing of the planet and the people, and just to bring forward learning and really centering my mastery and feeling a lot of times balance has been really my I feel like one of the skills that I bring or exemplify with my energy of the masculine and feminine, to bring that in. And that's something that I am always working with, and especially in ceremony, and to just have that balance, because that's what's happening in the world right now. We're seeing the imbalance. We're seeing
we get it, balance. I'm agree with you. And I love how you bring it forward, because it's masculine and feminine, and the balance in its parts within us. Like for me, I learn accept my masculine part, because when I do healing work, guys, honestly, it's zero room to be feminine. I have to just be very direct or to clear the energy. it's only one way. I cannot afford to be soft and feminine and not decisive. I need to be more masculine. So this is how I'm balancing my parts, and it seems to be like working out. And I know we're all dealing with something, and we're bringing a balance in one way or another. But the beauty of it, together we're bringing more balance and harmony to the planet, and we're restoring the balance and harmony for the planet. And it's very beautiful, rewarding process, even though sometimes we have to claim our mastery and walking through some intense moments.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you for doing that. I mean, I know that when I look at you, I know that as you bring in that masculine, you already have so much heart, and that nurturing is all there. It's all there. You know?
It's
So it's
here.
like a
I'm
beautiful
not
thing.
losing anything.
Yeah, balance is beautiful.
Balance.
Yeah. And where is balance? As simple as a hand on the heart and a deep breath in. So balance resides on your breath.
Yes.
Remember.
Love it. Just
Yes.
remember the balance just one breath away. And you can always find balance, peace, and greatest harmony within your heart and within your cosmic heart, because your human heart almost always connect to your cosmic heart and to your cosmic wisdom and knowledge. And we're running out of time. I'm truly grateful for Corey to be here, because we have a wonderful show, connect with the great people. We're sending a lot of love to all of you. We're dancing for you, because I know we are doing it.
Get some
You
of
guys
that.
doing
Get some
it.
of that. Woo.
Okay. I love you so much. Namaste.